You ever wonder what happens when two of Gotham's most dangerous criminals show up at the pearly gates? Yeah, me neither, because they're not getting in. But today, we're not here to decide if they're going to hell or heaven. We already know both of them are doomed. The real question is, who's the bigger monster? Who deserves the worst corner of hell? On one side, we have the Joker, a guy who treats murder like an art project and thinks blowing up hospitals is just another Tuesday. He doesn't just break the law, he breaks people for fun. And on the other, we have Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, a man who was Gotham's golden boy but got so twisted by tragedy that he started flipping a coin to decide who lives and who dies.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
So here's what we're gonna do. We'll go through their crimes, ranking them from kinda bad to holy hell. What were you thinking? Each sin gets a score. Minor sins earn 5 points, major sins earn 50 points, and ultimate evil acts earn 100 points. At the end, we'll see who has the higher sin count and officially crown Gotham's worst villain. And trust me, this one's gonna be brutal. Let's start with the small stuff before we get to the real nightmares. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can Joker and Two-Face have minor sins? These guys are walking crime scenes. And yeah, fair. But not every bad thing they do involves explosions and hostage situations. Some of it is just straight up shady behavior that tells us who they really are. We'll start with Joker, because knowing him, he probably committed a crime before breakfast. Deception and psychological manipulation. Joker lies constantly. He plays mind games with literally everyone. Batman, Gotham citizens, his own people. He'll say one thing, do another, then laugh when people fall for it. Remember when he gave conflicting backstories about how he got his scars?
You wanna know how I got these scars?
Sometimes it's an abusive father, other times it's a tragic accident. The truth? It doesn't matter to him. He isn't just lying to hide something, he's lying because he enjoys watching people struggle to figure him out. 5 points. Brutalizing his own men. Most crime bosses at least pretend to respect their crew. Not Joker. To him, his men are nothing more than disposable pawns. During the bank heist, he tricks them into killing each other off so he doesn't have to split the money. In the end, he shoots the last guy himself, proving that no one is safe. Later, when recruiting new members, he makes them fight to the death with broken pool cues, treating their lives like a sick joke. He doesn't just lead through fear, he makes sure his men understand that working for him is a death sentence. 5 points. Mocking people's pain. Joker doesn't just kill, he enjoys it. He taunts people who've lost loved ones. Take Rachel's death, for example. Not only does he set up her murder, but he also laughs in Batman's face about it, mocking his failure to save her. There's no reason for it, no strategy, just pure, cruel enjoyment. He doesn't just want people dead, he wants them broken. Plus 5 points. Alright, so Joker is already looking bad. But now let's talk about Two-Face, a guy who, unlike Joker, actually used to follow the law before he completely snapped, threatening civilians in the hospital. When Harvey wakes up as Two-Face, he's furious, and honestly that's understandable, but instead of taking a second to process everything, he immediately turns violent. He's not looking for justice, he just wants someone to suffer. 5 points. Total points. This round, plus 5 points. Now, after going through their minor sins, Joker earned a total of 15 points, while Two-Face got 10 points. Joker's already pulling ahead, which shouldn't be surprising. His minor sins aren't just bad, they're constant. Meanwhile, Two-Face? He's bad, but you can still see some of his old self trying to hold back, at least for now. But we're just getting started. Now it's time for the major sins, the crimes that take these two from dangerous to straight-up nightmare fuel. This is where things get serious. We're talking about the kind of stuff that shakes Gotham to its core. Murders, destruction, and crimes that permanently change lives. Joker's obviously a walking catastrophe, but don't underestimate Two-Face. Once he snapped, he made sure everyone who wronged him paid the price. Corrupting Harvey Dent, Two-Face. If there's one crime that sets Joker apart, it's this. Harvey Dent was Gotham's last hope, the only one who could take down crime without hiding behind a mask. But Joker didn't just kill Rachel, he broke Harvey's mind. He twisted his grief, made him blame Batman and Gordon, and turned him into the very thing he fought against. This wasn't just murder, it was psychological warfare. Orchestrating Rachel Dawes' death, Joker traps Batman in an impossible choice: save Harvey or save Rachel. And here's the kicker, he lies about their locations. Batman rushes to who he thinks is Rachel, only to find Harvey instead, while Rachel is blown to pieces. This isn't just a loss, it's a calculated move to break both Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent. One loses the woman he loves, and the other loses everything that kept him good. 50 points. Forcing civilians to kill each other. Joker's fairy experiment is one of his most twisted crimes. He rigs two ferries with explosives, one carrying prisoners and the other packed with civilians, and forces them into a horrifying choice: blow up the other boat or both will be destroyed. It's a cruel test of human nature designed to prove that fear will always drive people to betray each other. He's convinced that when pushed far enough, someone will press the button. But against all odds, no one does. The people of Gotham refuse to play his game. Instead of seeing this as a sign of hope, Joker sees it as a disappointment. 50 points. Blowing up Gotham General Hospital. After convincing Harvey to embrace chaos, Joker casually destroys an entire hospital as if it is just another part of his plan. But this is more than just a flashy act of destruction. He forces a mass evacuation, throwing the city's medical system into chaos and leaving countless patients with nowhere to go. Doctors, nurses, and emergency responders lose their workplace in an instant, and Gotham is left scrambling to care for its sick and injured. To make things even more unsettling, Joker wanders the halls dressed as a nurse, blending in with the very people he is about to displace. Plus 50 points. Now let's see what Two-Face brings to the table. His crimes might not be as chaotic, but they're just as brutal. Murdering Sal Maroni and his driver. Two-Face tracks down Gotham's biggest crime boss, Sal Maroni, but he doesn't stop at just one kill. Instead of simply taking out Maroni, he shoots the driver mid-ride, sending the entire car crashing. The irony is that Maroni had already given up information about the corrupt cops who betrayed Harvey, meaning he was no longer a threat. But Harvey didn't care. At this point, he wasn't seeking justice. He was out for revenge. And anyone in his way was just dead meat. 50 points. Executing Detective Wirtz. This one was personal. Wirtz was one of the corrupt cops who helped kidnap Rachel, making him directly responsible for Harvey's loss. But instead of turning him in, Two-Face takes justice into his own hands and shoots him point blank. There was no trial, no second chances, just a bullet. Plus 50 points. Attempting to kill Jim Gordon's son. Up until now, Two-Face's crimes have been about revenge. But this was just cruelty. This was just to make Gordon feel what he felt when he had to lie to Rachel about things being all right. Instead of going after more corrupt cops or mobsters, Harvey decides the only way to make Gordon suffer is to take his son and flip a coin for his life. This wasn't about justice anymore. This wasn't even revenge. This was a broken man using someone's son to express his own pain. And if Batman hadn't tackled him off that building, Harvey would have definitely killed him. 50 points. Total points this round, plus 150 points. Well, no surprises here, Joker dominates with 200 points, while Two-Face falls behind with 100. Joker is doubling Two-Face's score at this point, and it's easy to see why. His crimes aren't just violent, they're designed to rip Gotham apart from the inside. Meanwhile, Two-Face, he's bad, but he's personal. He doesn't care about chaos, he just wants revenge. That's a big difference. Alright, now we're at the worst of the worst. The crimes that prove these two belong in hell. If their major sins shook Gotham, these are the ones that left scars forever. At this point, we already know that Joker is pure chaos and Two-Face is pure revenge. But which one committed the absolute worst act? Time to dive deeper into Nolan's The Dark Knight and find out. Joker's ultimate evil act, pushing Gotham into complete chaos. Murder, terrorism, psychological warfare. Joker did all of it just to prove one thing, that people are monsters underneath it all. He didn't want money, power, or even control. He broke people mentally, turned their own fears and doubts against them, just to show Gotham that their morals were fake, that anyone could become a killer if pushed hard enough. He turned an entire city against Batman by framing him for murder, forcing Gotham to lose faith in its only true protector. And if that wasn't enough, Joker was a walking contradiction. One minute he's saying,
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
and then the next, he just burns a massive pile of laundered mob money to prove that chaos mattered more to him than wealth. He even drove Batman to the edge, forcing him to break his one rule: lie to Gotham to keep their hope alive. The most enraging part is that, in the end, Joker may have been arrested, but he left the city in chaos. So, directly or indirectly, he really won. It's 100 points. Total points this round, plus 100 points. Two-Face's ultimate evil act, letting a coin decide life and death. Harvey Dent was once Gotham's symbol of justice, the guy who believed in law and order, the one who fought to clean up the city the right way. But after his accident, that Harvey was gone. Instead, we got Two-Face, a man who abandoned everything he stood for and reduced life and death choices to a coin toss.
You live. You die.
Now, I get it. He thinks he's being fair. No biases, no personal feelings, just pure chance. But let's give him a reality check here. Flipping a coin to decide whether someone gets to keep breathing isn't fairness. It's just an excuse to kill without guilt. This isn't some criminal mastermind with a plan. This is a man so broken that he's convinced himself that randomness is justice. Imagine if he had a dice instead. Would he roll to see how many bullets to use? Plow 100 points. Total points this round, plus 100 points. After tallying up the scores, Joker ends with 15 points in round 1, 200 points in round 2, and 100 points in round 3, bringing his total to 315 points. Meanwhile, Two-Face starts with 5 points in round 1, climbs to 150 points in round 2, and adds another 100 points in round 3, giving him a total of 255 points. Both have left Gotham in ruins, but the numbers don't lie. One of them is far worse than the other. Well, there you have it. Joker wins, or rather Gotham loses. With that total, he doesn't just beat Two-Face, he obliterates him in sheer evil. And honestly, are we even surprised? Two-Face was dangerous, but at his core, he was just a man broken by grief. Joker? He wanted Gotham to burn. No remorse, no hesitation, no reason, just destruction for the sake of it. On one side, we had Two-Face, whose crimes were fueled by grief and betrayal. Were they horrible? Yes. Were they understandable? Also yes.
Then why was it me who was the only one who lost everything? It wasn't. The Joker chose me!
On the other side, we got Joker. The name should have been enough. He destroyed lives for fun. He didn't just kill, he made others do his dirty work. He didn't just terrorize Gotham, he made Gotham turn on itself. And eventually, he tore down the city's last hope, turned its hero into a villain, and left Batman to take the fall.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
So if there was ever a contest for Gotham's greatest evil, Joker takes the trophy, the crown, and the entire game. And you just know he'd be laughing about it. Well, there you have it. Joker takes the crown as Gotham's worst villain. But do you agree? Or do you think Two-Face's betrayal was worse than Joker's chaos? Let me know in the comments.